And so the third rule we want to talk about here is the constant multiple rule. And so what this rule says is that if I take the derivative of a function, we'll call that function f of x, times a constant, and we'll call that constant c, this is equal to that same constant times the derivative of our original function. So for example, if I'm asked to take the derivative of a function like 4 times x raised to the fifth, the constant multiple rule says that this would be equal to 4 times the derivative of x to the fifth, or in other words, this would be equal to 4 times 5 x raised to the 5 minus 1, and of course we simplify this to 4 times 5 x to the fourth, or our final answer would be 20 x raised to the fourth. Let's go ahead and do another example. Let's say that we're asked to take the derivative of a function like 2 times the fourth root of x to the third. The constant multiple rule says that this is equal to 2 times the derivative of this business, which would be the derivative of x raised to the 3 over 4, or 2 times 3/4 x raised to the negative 1/4. Of course, I can simplify this further, noticing that I can factor out the 2 from the numerator and denominator, and so I have 3 over 2 times x raised to the negative 1 over 4. Let's go ahead and do one more example. Let's say that we are asked to take the derivative 4 over the sixth root of x. Well, we can simplify this to the derivative of 4 times 1 over the sixth root of x. And the constant multiple rule tells us we can pull the 4 out in front, multiply it by the derivative of this business, which we can simplify to x raised to the negative 1 over 6th. Now we can take the derivative of this whole business here and say that this is equal to 4 times negative 1 over 6 times x raised to the negative 1 over 6 minus 1, or this is equal to 4 times negative 1 over 6 times x raised to the negative 7 over 6. Of course, we can do a little bit of simplification and say that this is equal to negative 2 over 3 x raised to the negative 7 over 6. So hopefully that gives you a good idea for how to apply the constant multiple rule.